So Cameron calls out Denzel Washington for being too old to play in action movies, particularly Equalizer 3. Cameron was on his platform on It Is What It Is, and he's been making rounds because he criticized Denzel Washington for being too old. He was saying he don't want to see Denzel be too old in his 70s playing in those type of movies, doing kung fu and all that stuff, right? Now, let me play you exactly what Cameron said before I chime in on it. So listen to this. This is fair use, by the way. Check out what Killer Cam said on his platform about Denzel.
It's like, for instance, I'm arguing with Sid. He asked me
fair use, by the way, fair use.
If I seen the new Rambo, I'm not watching Rocky B. Rambo at 78 years old, man. I'm not watching that, bro. I refuse. I refuse to watch Rocky B. Rambo. Did I see the new Equalizer? I love Denzel Washington as an actor. I'm not watching him do karate at 71 years old and all that. I'm not doing it. I love him as, a great actor, but when niggas start doing karate and they 70, I can't believe the movie.
All right. Okay. So Cam said that when ninjas start doing karate at 70 in movies, I can't believe it. Okay. He's entitled to his opinion, but I have one name for you. Mr. Miyagi. Oh, yeah. Mr. Miyagi, the old man that appeared in the classic movies, Karate Kid. Yeah. Mr. Miyagi was old. His old ass was beating dudes up, doing all that karate and all this stuff. And we didn't say a damn thing. We didn't say nothing about Mr. Miyagi. And also, if you watch those kung fu movies and karate movies and everything like that, those old Wu-Tang movies, who don't you want to mess with? You don't want to mess with those old men with the long beards, bald heads. Those are the ones you don't want to mess with. So how come that certain group can do it, but we can't? Now to be fair, he talked about not wanting to see Rambo. I don't want to see Rocky, which is Sylvester Stallone, and Rambo. You know what I'm saying? So he did bring up another race group, but I mean, I'm just bringing this up. Like Mr. Miyagi, nobody questioned that old man right there. When he was old, he looked like he was in his 70s. But what the imagination is that, okay, older men who teach karate, right? Older men who teach karate, you don't want to mess with them. You don't want to mess with them. If you watch those old movies, right? The youth, they'll be fighting, but when it comes to those old men, they'll try to run up on and do all that. Those old men will whoop your ass. It's a wrap. So how come Mr. Miyagi can do it? You talking about Denzel can't do karate at 71? Mr. Miyagi can do it? Help me out with that. Now, I understand, and Camron, one of my favorite rappers of all time, I big supporter of Camron, right? I can understand what he's saying, and one of my homeboys, of course, the most honorable, legendary DJ PM. Me and him have this discussion all the time. When he saw the last Bad Boys movie, Bad Boys 3, he hit me up and he was like, bro, did you like it? I said, yeah, I loved it. But he was saying that they're too old. Pretty much Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are too old. Now, do I feel like, Martin did look a little tired in Bad Boys 3? Yeah, but Bad Boys 4. If I said Bad Boys 3 before this time, I just said Bad Boys 3, forgive me. But he saw the Bad Boys 4 movie and thought that. But anyway, he did look a little tired, you know what I'm saying? But in this one, Bad Boys 4, that's what you have stunt doubles for, but I bring that up just to say, it's like, if you're bringing up our counterparts, you know what I'm saying? Not just the white ones, but you're talking about our counterparts too, then you can make an argument. But if I bring up Mr. Miyagi, everybody gonna be like, oh, yeah. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was saying that it wasn't believable for that old man to be beating up folks. Nobody said that. The video games that I play, there are video games out right now when you play Street Fighter or Virtual Fighter and stuff like. Y'all remember that character on Virtual Fighter, the old man, the drunken old man? Hell, Old Dirty Bastard. He got his name from the drunken kung fu master, right? So Denzel can't do it, but they can. Make it make sense for me. Now, people were critical with Cameron because Cameron has a thing to where he likes to call people old. He did the same thing, and I know it's kind of apples and oranges, but with Jay-Z, when Cameron was rapping against Jay-Z, when him and Jim Jones were beefing against them, they would always clown his age. Oh, you 40 wearing flip-flops and da. What is the king of New York? Why is he wearing flip-flops at 40 years old and all this other stuff? Fast forward, Cameron and Jim Jones are damn near 50 years old and they're still rapping. Some of their best work ever, by the way. And I'm still a fan. I listen to all their stuff, right? But when is it? I think in our culture, especially like with our race group, black folks, we like to call somebody too old to do something. Now, not everything, right? But with hip hop, we'll like to say, okay, you now Jay-Z has made it different, but we'll be like, okay, why are you 40 still rapping? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you 30, you should be taking care of your family. But Guns N' Roses, they're in their 70s and still touring. They just did a show in Atlanta. And I DJ not too far from that. Sold out in the State Farm Arena. I'm not sure if it was sold out. Don't quote me on that, but it was a lot of people. But with us, we'll say something is too old and everything, and then we'll end up doing the same thing. Like Cameron, they were critical with him. They were like, you're damn near 50 and you're still rapping real good. You're supposed to be seasoned and stuff like that. Now, of course, to play devil's advocate, all right. Old men, you're not expecting them to do all those stunts and all this other stuff. It's not really believable. But it ain't like old men can't fight, though. But I understood what Cameron was saying, but also in the clip, he was talking about like how people refurbish stuff. And like he was basically, the conversation came from him wanting Hollywood to not rely on the old stuff and be more innovative, create newer things. He was like, Superman, how many Supermans have we had? All this other stuff. Like me, I grew up a Ninja Turtle fan. They're still making Ninja Turtles for different generations. It's a different age group right now. It's supposed to be like that, right? Spider-Man has been out since what, the 60s? And he still has movies coming out. If a brand works, if a character works, they can redo it. Maybe they could recast the Equalizer and all this other stuff, right? But a lot of people took offense to it and they didn't fully grasp what Cameron was saying. He wasn't trying to disrespect him as an actor. I understood his point, but my rebuttal is Mr. Miyagi. How can you be okay? We all grew up watching the Karate Kid, the first Karate Kid, the first couple of ones came out before I was born. But if I'm wrong in the comments, let me know if anybody has ever complained about Mr. Miyagi, that old man. And I don't even think he knew karate, as a matter of fact. The guy who actually played him, RIP. But yeah, due to old Mr. Miyagi, we end up having something relevant today, which is what am I thinking about? The Netflix show. What am I thinking about? And that's one of my favorite TV shows right now. How did I just had a brain fart. What is that thing called? Hold on. Cobra Kai. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a brain fart. But Cobra Kai, it's because of Daniel's son too, but old Mr. Miyagi led to Miyagi-Do Cobra Kai. We have all these seasons with Cobra Kai and stuff like that. So yeah, my thing is we just have to bring up both, I mean, not both, but just different situations, right? We've known historically, and then kung fu movies and karate movies, the old men whoop more ass than the younger folks. Let's keep it a buck. So if that is the case, then Denzel can be doing that. Now, I don't think that he's doing any more Equalizer movies. That was the third installment, but he's going to be in the new one of those other movies, that's the Gladiator movie or something like that. I forgot. But anyway, y'all, let me know in the comments what you feel about that. Do you agree with Cam? Is Denzel too old to be in action movies? Is it a race thing? Can black people not do it, but other race groups can do it? Let me know in the comment section what you think. And also subscribe to the channel, which is youtube.com/ResView. You see it going across your screen right there. And please hit the like button. Hit that like button because it helps out this algorithm. And like I said, subscribe again so you can become an official redhead and subscriber of the channel so you can see my show that I do every week. All right. But I'll catch you on the next episode of ResView. Peace.